It's your girl Opinionated, and I'm back with another video. Now, you guys know how when you talk on some things and you forget to mention what you want to when your mind was on it before you thought about doing it? Well, I'm back for that. Make sure you leave your thoughts below. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications only if you fuck with me and you want to see more videos from me. Now, I want to touch back on a topic because I was watching J. Michael, and when Erica mentioned, the money that she was getting and what he was really making, and he paused and said, "At least you got something." Darion didn't get nothing. When he was going down there and doing those series, I thought and mentioned to my boyfriend, I said, I think Damion, his son, is helping him, so Darion can have some back to school clothes, supplies, money. I actually thought that maybe it was, for Darion to work and make a little money, to put in his little savings account or something like that. And come to find out, that he didn't receive anything, not for the music video, even got him a strike. I felt that was fucked up. That is your son, that is your brother. And when he wanted to put the video on his page to promote himself and get him views, hell, y'all are way past him. Hundreds and thousands and millions of subscribers past him. And y'all wouldn't let him put that video up there just so he could generate, him some views and have some money coming his way for what, his mom and his stepdad back at home. That is selfish. And to give him a strike. And for Damion, why, that's, and it makes you sort of look at Damion a sort of way, because if that would have happened, any other parent in their right mind not kissing ass, no matter how much money you got, no matter how on top you are, you still remain the same. And he ain't have the audacity to sit up there and confront him about that and just let it freely happen. Because you notice that when Marvin and Crier did their videos, yeah, it was on the Prince family page, but how come they didn't get Crier for reacting to it damn near 5 or 6 times? But if Darion was to react to it or whatnot, or post something or put something up there, or J. Michael, you want to attack. And that makes me touch on, before I get to that, let me just finish the thing with the money situation. I feel that he is selfish, and some of you guys or his subscribers, try to paint him in this good image. Oh, you haters and this and that. And I want to say one thing. When J. Michael came on the scene and everyone was like, "Oh, you jealous of Crier, this and that," I never thought that. Because when he was telling us some stuff, I felt like he was giving us insight as to what type of man he is, and to, hey, pay close attention to how he pays attention to Darion when it comes to benefiting for himself. As you guys can see now from these previous women telling what they went through, even down to the people that know him and be around him, and you still not, catching it, that this man is selfish. This man cares about him. It only care when it benefits him. But you don't, like J. Michael has stated, you don't see him reacting. You don't see him coming down to catch a game, but he catching everything Latoya got going on, taking the kids out. They going to the beach. They doing this and that. Why not take the time out? Because hell, you work for yourself, so you say. You had plenty of time to travel for the weekend and just go to Indiana and take Darion out somewhere. Or, make the time to go and catch one of his games. And I have stated this. And now that I know J. Michael does pay attention to my videos and what I have to say, this is my scenario that I stand by. I said, now, the way he's ignoring him and he's putting all the attention on the Prince family, hell, don't even got Darion pictures up on his refrigerator. And I know since he played basketball, I know they take team pictures and then they do the single one where they're holding the ball and bending down on one knee. Why we don't see none of those pictures or school pictures for that matter? He pays attention to when it's the important to him is that money. The Prince family has money, so he's going to kiss ass and do what he can to get the secrets and build his shit up so he can be like his son. But I stand on this. I said now, because J. Michael made a point in one of his older videos. You think kids don't pay attention to certain stuff, and they do. He's at that age where he can pay attention. And everyone is reacting to Darion video, certain YouTubers and people leaving their comments, and I actually like the song as well. And I always said why he don't sit up there and shout his son out, but he's so willing to shout out her IG. Hey, y'all go follow Toya's IG, this and that. But not once do he mention, Darion's page. And then my boyfriend, he said, you know what? I think I know why he don't do that, because he feel like J. Michael controls that page, and they have stated many a times that they help him with the page, but that is his page. J. Michael even has his own page, and I think it's a jealousy thing, because he know that J. Michael and them do pranks on Darion channel to Mama Selena, or Mama Selena and Darion do pranks on J. Michael. And I think it's just a selfish tactic that that's the man that his wife is happy with now, and it's like a misery love company. And he said, I feel that's why he don't shout out Darion, because of J. Michael being on the page. And that sort of kind of makes sense. But as I was stating before, Darion is watching this. And I said, because it's scenarios that play out like this, I said, you know what, Darion is going to probably become, you never know what could happen. His basketball could take him off. He could go to high school, be JV, and then end up going to varsity. And then who knows, he could get known to some of these recruiters, these college recruiters. And who knows, you never know if he get into college ball and he get drafted. I always said that's when Damion and the Prince family and them, or just Crier himself, gonna show up. And when Darion go up there to probably accept his hat or whatnot, give his speech, and he shout out, look, I always had a hype man. One person I want to thank, I want to thank my mom. And another person I want to thank, this person has been my hype man, always supporting me. And Damion gonna think it's him. But what's going to hurt him in the end is when he shout out J. Michael and not him at all. And it kind of reminds me of Meet the Browns, when at the end the daddy wants to really be a father now because he see his son doing good, son about to have millions of dollars. And I said, Darion going to look at him and say, hey, don't you got a reaction video to do? Don't you got to go catch up with the Prince family? Why you here now? Why you paying attention now? Don't you got videos or something to do? And just walk off. And I would not blame him. I had always said, now what if he becomes something and then Damion want to pay attention now, but it's going to be too late. That's why I said, if you can still repair it, repair it. And after hearing some videos and seeing certain situations, you come to see that Crier is actually selfish. And that all these people is not saying this shit just to be hating on him. And like he said, his son probably knows how he is. That's probably why they have these times when they don't speak and that he cuts them off, because something that happened behind the scenes that we don't know about, because they keep it private. But then here go Damion again, can't take it because his views undrop or something, and then he comes grab their attention with something. But anyways, on another topic. Now, you remember in my previous video where I said this is going to expose Crier for the real truth. The real truth is getting put out there, and a lot of stuff ain't making sense. And as I stated, I know I was kind of right on my theory, because when J. Michael also mentioned is that when Erica said they broke up at the end of April, And if you pay attention and listen to Crier, when he states that he was talking to Latoya for like 6 or 7 months, when you begin to go back and backtrack, you say, hold up. He was still talking to Erica. And it was still videos that she had taken down that shows that him and Erica was still talking. Yeah, that him and Erica was still talking at the time that him and Latoya was supposed to be talking, kicking it, but not really official. But some people consider that kind of talking still dating and courting, as my grandma like to say. Because if you talking and you communicating and you grabbing feelings, you're kind of dating. It's just not, with a label on it yet, but you are dating. And Toya stated that too. When he was like, well, we was talking. She was like, no, because I think he kind of knew. So if something come out, hey, we was talking, we weren't official. But in her mind, yes, we talking, we dating. And this all is just coming up to really expose him and some of his secrets. He's not no saint and he's not no fucking innocent. Pay attention to the timelines. If they broke up in April, at the end of April, but he tells her, hey, we won't together, but in the mind, like she said, you were doing relationship duties. Is that to sit up there to prove little Toya, like, hey, no, no, we won't. But then she's saying y'all were still having sex. So how do you answer that? Then not only that, you also had Delari make a video. Then you was texting her and she got that as her thumbnail, the text messages of you saying that, oh, you look good, you look beautiful, you gonna come see me when I drop, bing bing off. So, she made that video around June and then you go drop him off and that's after you did a series. You gotta think about it around the August, middle August, close to September, late August timeline. He drops Darion back from school, gets a hotel, tells her to come see him, and she drives from Detroit to Indiana, and y'all going out to dinner. I mean, I still believe it's more to that, even though she said that her current, man knows about this. They probably won't official yet, but if you think about it, she has just got with this man and displayed him out on her channel and hey, this is my man and all that. Because it took her some time to get over baby or whatnot because they was together for a while. And he tried to paint it out that maybe she was cheating and talking to her, but that's another story. Back to the topic. She just brought this man out. Her and Baby just broke up this year. She was in her video crying and telling what happened. And then mysteriously after that, she makes a video about Crier and stated that she met up with him. Now, this is during when the summer is ending. She says she made the video in June. Now, when he dropped Darion off, I don't know when he dropped him off, but let's just say it's probably, around August, late August sometime. Because I know now they starting school late. I don't know if they went back to starting in early August or not. But still, pay attention. Him and Latoya made it official with the relationship in September. And I don't think they're just going to make anything official without, building and getting to learn each other and find out if there's any red flags first before you consider investing your time, investing your feelings into a relationship. Because as you can see, he said they both been through some things and she stated that she was in, a domestic violence type relationship. So, people take time to get over what they've been through before they jump into something else. And Latoya seems like the type, before she jumps into something and invests her feelings, she's going to make sure she gets to know that person first. Learn who that person is. Learn the personality. See if there's anything that, she's missing before she jumps out there. So they've been talking for a while, just not with a label. But he also met up with D, was inviting her back to the hotel, possibly to have sex. You're not just gonna sit up in that room and just look at each other or watch TV. And you once was together and it was some feelings there. You can't tell me that. Then ask her, do she want some money? And proceed to give her $250. But at the same time, you already involved with someone. You're talking to someone. And then also at that same time, Erica is supposedly going down this highway ready to confront you and her. Why would she be feeling that way? Unless you still had something going on and you was trying to sit up there and make her jealous so she'll come down there and then, get D involved and was hoping that D was going, well, tell this bitch to come on because she in for an ass whooping, but it didn't work out the way he wanted to. That he liked to see, two women, fighting over him. It probably, like she said, it probably make his old ass ego feel good. But also at the same time, if you're paying attention, you start to notice, wait a minute. You've been talking to Latoya for like 6 or 7 months. April, my words is jumbled up. Erica said y'all broke up at the end of April. You made it official in September. But you and D. Laurie met up after you dropped Darion off. Make it make sense. So if Latoya is watching and paying attention, like I said, Crier has some explaining to do to her because now it's exposing their relationship for what it is. And then if you go back, yeah, I still believe Erica is bitter. Yeah, I still believe that she's angry and she's out to get her revenge because she's hurt and that she is going about it in a wrong way because she should have put this out. But it is also telling that maybe some of the things he said to her that she wasn't just putting out there to ruin the relationship. Because she stated, oh, he said the person that we think he in a relationship with, he really isn't in a relationship with her. He don't even want to spend time with her. And when you hear that, you're like, oh, yeah, that bitch just jealous. She jealous. Let that man live his life. Let him be happy. But for deep thinkers like I am, you would sit up there and like, hold up. After seeing D. Laurie saying she met up with him in like towards the end of the summer, at the hearing she said that the relationship ended in April. And then at the hearing that they said they've been talking for 7 months, you don't know what he is telling them or telling her. Man, I'm not with her. We just talking. We just doing videos together. I'm not really with her. And then you see that he tried to meet up with D and try to get some, try to have sex that night. But you supposed to be involved with this woman. So if Latoya is paying attention to that and analyzing it, she will know something's not adding up to, with their relationship. Like you up here, maybe she's up here being loyal, and then he's up here freewheeling thinking, oh, we ain't talking, we ain't got no ties, because that's probably the excuse he's going to give her. If she sit up there and watch D. Laurie live and then pay attention to what Erica is saying and put two and two together, it's not matching up with the timeline. But that's what I wanted to throw out there. You guys know if I think of anything else, I will come back with a video. Like, leave your comments, share your thoughts, subscribe, and I'll be back with another video.